People are story making machines. I've noticed when I was making up stories, especially around when being a victim or when I saw other people doing that, whether it was conscious or subconscious, that was an aspect to where we tend to associate things to make things mean something, whether or not it's true. I'm learning to let go of those stories and not be in victim mode, villain mode, or hero mode, because the story we tell ourselves is what the role we will play in that story. One example is that I was in the kitchen with someone and we had a little bit of a ruffle confrontation. I had asked this person to put a bowl under something they were thawing, and um, it looked like they took it the wrong way or they misheard me. And so then it led to a bit of an argument. Then they posted it into the chat about their judgments, but the way that it was said was more of in a place of a victim and making themselves look good, and other people as the villains, when myself and another person had addressed it to them. But then had to look within myself. Where have I done that? Where have I played the victim, made myself look good, made other people look bad, but realized that it takes two sides to have it occur. There's the truth where we see the whole picture, and then there's someone's truth on both ends. So I do realize that we were both the villain and the victim at the same time. There was a lot of pain inside of us, and just like in John's sermon on Sunday, he's mentioned that there's just a lot of pain. It was already there, and somehow it got triggered by someone else's and our own interaction with them, and how we made up a story in our mind of what was happening in front of us, and then we ended up reacting from that space. So I am learning to surrender and allow myself to trust what his story is, how he sees me, how my story unfolds according to him instead of my own stories, letting go of the victim, letting go of poor me, letting go of playing small, all those things, letting go of just my whole entire ideal identity and even the real parts to step into my true self, where I am not making up stories. I can see more clearly, or even ask God, can you let me know how to think, how to see these things as the truth instead of quote unquote my truth. And so that I'm not making up stories that aren't even there, but actually seeing things as they are. And that's people are story making machines.